Hi, my name is Elizabeth Becker, and I don't know how much time I have before I'm no longer home alone and before the kids inevitably start getting loud again because, like always, they don't know how to fucking listen, so. I needed to get this out, I'm not really entirely sure what this is, but I'm having some dark thoughts right now. Dark thoughts, as in, I am very tempted to go into my bathroom, dismantle a razor, and use it on myself. I say that kind of lightheartedly, but I'm not kidding. That is something that I genuinely do want to do right now, and one of the reasons that's holding me back from doing so is the fact that for the first time in, I want to say 7 years, maybe longer than that, I can go without cardigans. So I would only used to be able to do that when I would wear t-shirts like this. Believe it or not, I don't really wear t-shirts anymore. At least not nearly as often as I used to. I wear like tank tops, borderline crop tops and shit, and because I've lost, as much weight as I have, it's not healthy at all. I know it's not. The way I lost the weight it's not good. But despite that, and disclaimer, this is not me telling you to go starve yourself. This is something that I do because I know how to take care of myself. I just choose not to for some reason. My mind is fucked up and I can't, eating normally, my normal 2-3 meals a day, I can't do. I started eating normally for this weekend, basically, or it's it was a family outing. We had a couple of family outings, and I ate, and it made me feel, it was fine in the moment, whatever, but when I was alone with my thoughts, I felt like it was just stewing in my stomach, and it was just making me fatter and fatter by the minute. And I know it's stupid. It's stupid to think that you can gain so much weight in such a little amount of time. I know it happens. People gain hundreds of pounds in a couple of weeks or months or whatever, but it's not like I'm gonna gain 30 pounds from 3 days of normal eating, right? So then, why do I feel the need to purge by starving myself for the foreseeable future? Why do I sometimes feel the need to stick my fucking fingers down my throat? Why do I feel like I've lived through every single eating disorder stereotype, I've gone on binges. It's one of the most embarrassing things to fucking admit, because I feel like a fat fucking slob, but I've gone on binges, I've starved myself, I've purged. The only thing I haven't done is use laxatives and diuretics or whatever, but I don't know, I've thought about that too. And it's not like I want to be this way, It's not like I, actively want to basically give a giant middle finger to all the kids starving in Africa like a fucking spoiled brat. I hate myself so goddamn much. And I know I shouldn't be talking like this because other people suffer with this disorder too, and this isn't me in any way calling anybody else that suffers with an eating disorder spoiled. That's just the way that my mind works. I treat myself like shit, and I deserve it. And I know objectively I probably don't deserve it because I see other people acting the way that I do all the time, and I look at them and I want to tell them, hey, you don't need to do that. You're not as bad as you think you are, we're all human, we have flaws, we make mistakes, we're not gonna be perfect all the time, so quit putting those expectations on yourself. But I do the same thing to me all the time, And I don't really know how to break that cycle, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know how to. I don't know. And the sucky thing too is that really the only thing that kind of kept my social life alive was school. And I'm no longer in school, and my group of friends has dwindled significantly, which I feel like happens to a lot of people, or at least people like me. I know I'm not the only one, but it just sucks. You're no longer around all these people that you were, pretty much forced to be around all the time. And, in the moment, like when it's happening, you just want to be rid of it. You want to get away from everyone and everything or whatever. High school can suck sometimes, but once you are out of there, or at least for me at least, it's like, well, what now? Whether I'd like to admit it or not, I liked a lot of these people. I liked a lot of my teachers, and I wanted to be around them, and I wanted to make conversations. I wanted to fit in. That was pretty much the whole reason that I joined drama when I was both a freshman and a junior. But I shied away. And I didn't make friends like I was supposed to. And I still have friends, like I could think of maybe 2 names off the top of my head. Everyone else is just, I feel like they're a ghost now. And that includes, I've talked about it before, but my who I thought was, and still, no, I can't say she's still my best friend, because she's not. But she's always going to be my best friend in my heart. And I could, could be wrong. It could change as the years go by. It could just be a case of me investing way too much of myself into a high school friendship that, most high school friendships don't survive anyway, so I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't know. I was hoping that she and we would grow up together, that we'd still be friends when we're in our 30s and shit. And lo and behold, less than 6 months after graduation, and we're no longer on speaking terms. And it's not like she was actively trying to end the friendship. She made mistakes, yeah, but like, I made worse mistakes. I was supposed to be the adult, but I fucking wasn't, and I ruined it. And I no longer have a best friend because of it. I got drunk one night and I sent a series. I think I sent like 3 long paragraphs basically explaining, hey, the first thing I said, I think, was, so I'm super drunk. Or no, I didn't say it like that, but I can't remember what I said verbatim. But I basically admitted that I was drunk, and the only times that I'm able to properly articulate myself is when I'm intoxicated. And that wasn't a lie, and I wish it was a lie, but it wasn't a lie. And unfortunately, I'm sober right now, which is honestly kind of a miracle. It's like not very often that people, like 9 times out of 10, if I have a conversation with somebody, whatever, be it in real life or over the net or whatever, I'm probably not sober. I'm probably drunk or stoned or both at the same time. I'm probably on something, and that's not me bragging. That's not being me saying, oh, I pop Xanax all the time, I'm so fucking cool for it. That's me saying, yeah, I have a problem, and that's probably the reason that I don't really have any friends. It's because I'm so, like, I'm just so antisocial, And I don't know how to talk to people. I want to talk to people. I really do. I want to make friends, and I want to make connections, and I want to live a normal life for once. I don't want to be... Happiness, to me, shouldn't feel like something I should have to fucking chase. But it is. And it's been like this since... I don't know, I can't even remember when I stopped being a normal, happy-go-lucky child, and I started, seeing the truth about, my home situation, and who were supposed to be my parents, and just the world at large. And not just that, but just people who you're supposed to be able to trust your life with. And they turn out to be scheming or manipulative or a kleptomaniac or just too fucked up to even consider having a single selfless thought. You know? Or a drug addict. Or all of the above that I just listed off. And it comes across as me bitching about my family. And I've been doing this for 6 years, but is it really bitching if it's true? Like, for the past 6 years, you know, that I've been with this new family, and I say new family just because, like, it's the easiest thing to say or whatever. Because I didn't grow up with these people. And I guess, I don't know, I think I took this transition a lot harder than I thought I would, and I never really resolved the initial trauma that kind of started it all. And I've joked about it throughout all the years, and I've acted like like I've been over it. And sometimes it feels like I am, because I think about it, and it's not like, I don't know, the other night, during one of our family outings, we were at this ice cream place, and this chick with a pink shirt, she came walking in with her friend, and she was there for a while. I don't, remember, I didn't see her walk in, but she and her friend were at, they were watching the ice cream being made. It's like a gourmet ice cream place. Anyway. And she turned around, and I saw her, and I immediately freaked the fuck out. And I bolted out of the store, and I started pacing. I started walking around the corner, and I would walk back and look through the window and, look at her again. Because I was like, no way, no fucking way. Because I saw her, and it was my mother. It wasn't like, oh, I saw this girl that had a minor resemblance to my mom. No. It wasn't a case of me mixing her up with somebody else. I saw my mother. It was her face. She had hair and everything. And I even looked back several times to be sure that it was her. And I was so certain that it was her. And I don't know why I was so afraid. It's not like I have a bad relationship with her right now or anything. I don't know why I just got so afraid. Like, my heart started beating so fast, so quickly, I couldn't even comprehend it. Like, I don't know, I still don't know why I got so panicked. I flew into a full-on panic attack. And I only told my stepmom about it, like, the next day or the day after, I think. Still haven't told my father about it. I don't know if I'm going to. But I don't know, I guess I needed to get this out there somewhere. I don't know why I saw my mother. I looked back, by the way. I came back after a few minutes to, like, kind of look again, and it wasn't her. It looked nothing like her. It was the same bitch with the pink shirt. It looked fucking nothing like her. I have no idea why I saw my mother. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening to me. I've had hallucinations before, but never that realistic. I've never had a hallucination that I couldn't tell was a hallucination. That's never happened to me before. Every time I've seen something, I've always been able to recognize that that thing is not real, or my mind's just playing tricks on me, or I'm half asleep or whatever. Even when I took acid for the first time, I was completely by myself, which, by the way, if you're going to drop acid for the first time, make sure you have a sitter. Anyway, I dropped acid for the first time by myself. I was able to basically be my own trip sitter. I was able to distinguish. I was able to look at that smoke up in the air that I blew out over 10 minutes ago. It's still in the same place, hasn't moved at all. I was able to look at that and be like, okay, so that's not actually there. I was able to distinguish between what was real and what was not when I was tripping on fucking acid for the first time in my life. I was completely fine. Well, fine is a relative term, it deserves a whole video on its own. But I was able to calm myself down. I was able to stay grounded enough when I was taking a substance that I'd never taken before, completely unsupervised. Could have ended up killing myself, honestly. Don't do anything that I do, please, for the love of God. Anyway, I was able to do that. But this, I don't know what that was. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to explain what that was. I don't know if it was just a one-time fluke or if this is the start of something much, much darker. Like, I don't know. All I know is that I need a therapist, like, or a psychologist, like fucking ASAP, because I have issues and I have a lot of them, and I know that there's something up here that's going undiagnosed. I know there is. It's like not me trying to self-diagnose. That's why I'm not naming any specific illnesses or whatever, because I'm not trying to be that bitch, but there's something wrong with me. I know there is. And other people can see it too. Not, I wish that I was able to completely be myself around the people who are supposed to see it, because I am way, way too good of an actress. This isn't something to brag about, but I am like so good at manipulating people and making them think, or whatever about me, if that makes any sense. I can make them think I'm a completely different person than what I really am. In fact, I would say like 70-80% of my family, like the people I know in general, they don't really know me to the full extent. I think the only person that really knew me to my fullest extent was my best friend who's no longer here. I guess that's all I had to say for right now. I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot more to say, because I always do. But I guess that's why I should start recording more videos. I had another one recorded, but my phone wouldn't upload it, and my laptop fucking crashed on me, so there's that. But I'm gonna try with this one, and it's not really something that I post to be entertaining, and it's not like this is literally just me ranting and bitching about nothing, because I haven't no one else to talk to. I probably could talk to people, because there are definitely, I have options. It's not like there's nobody in the world who will listen to me, but there's nobody in the world who I'm comfortable with to listen to me. So, I don't know where that leaves me. So, I guess I'm just gonna shut my face, finally, and go take care of these awful, awful, awful behaving children. I can't tell you how much they fucking piss me off. That's a rant video. It's an entire rant video separate from this. I'm not going to get into it right now because I'm just going to get even angrier. So, I guess that's it. Bye.